Hey guys, PC Outcast here. Quick review of Derelict Void. This is a sort of space exploration city builder or base builder, I guess. So you have a ship. You start out with like one platform with not very much on it, and gradually you can find these buildings. For example, this is a hydroponics. This is a CO2 scrubber. This is water treatment. And a hospital and so on, pardon me. And it's kind of interesting. You can't build buildings from scratch, but you can find, for example, this water treatment plant, when I found it, had 2 of 3 parts. So I transferred it over, and then later found another treatment plant that had at least 1 more part. And you can then repair existing, like the buildings that you've transferred over with the other parts, and eventually ended up with 2 water treatment plants, 2 CO2 scrubbers there. This another one here. This is an electrolysis plant which converts oxygen and organics into water and hydrogen and so on. So all these things will convert one thing into another. For example, these convert CO2 into oxygen and carbon. And you can kind of get a bit of a loop going. For example, the calorie synth takes oxygen, carbon, and hydrogen, turns it into food. Unfortunately, not a lot of food. And that's probably the main problem I've run into, is not being able to produce enough food to make myself kind of more or less self-sufficient. And for some reason, the game seems to have it in for me, because one time I had lots of resources, and morale went down the toilet. So I ended up dying because everybody was fighting, infighting. Another time I got the final engine, which is like a void engine. It's really awesome. You can like jump from star system to star system. See how this takes 7 hours to get to this place? It would take 1 hour and cost no fuel whatsoever. So it's really cool. And then that leads you actually to what I think is the final part, where you have to survive for 240 hours without resupplying. So that's 10 days, right? This time I got that far, but I didn't have enough resources. This time I actually had enough resources. I'm now down to 7 days of food. I had more than 10 days worth of all the food, water, and oxygen. But I can't get that last event to trigger. Here it is. Find the void engine. Can't find it. It's just not triggering at all, and now I'm down to 7 days. I just keep dropping in stuff, and morale is starting to plummet. People start punching each other in the face and all kinds of stuff. So I have finally had it. This game I think the game is actually unwinnable, and Anyway, the game's coming out on March 18th. I was given a free key. My review is, it sucks. I mean, the game concept is great, but it just seems to be so difficult. You can't win. You get one win condition or another. You can't get everything. At least I haven't been able to. And I've played through it multiple times, 20, 30 times. I would imagine that if RNG was in your favor, you could probably finish the game in about 30 minutes to an hour, like from start to finish. Gathering the stuff doesn't take too long. It's just a matter of RNG and how fast you want to kind of progress the main story. But yeah, that is it. I'm like, that's it. I'm not gonna do this anymore. This time I spent hours literally gathering enough resources before progressing the story past a certain point, and then once I had enough resources, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to take on that final mission, and it will not drop no matter what I do. So that is my review of this game. So sue me. I probably won't get any more keys, but there you go. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, and if you would like to see the torment of my previous playthroughs. You can go and check that out in my early access channel. All right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.